Hi guys, we're back with an update video on our Wreckfest group build Firebird. But before we do that, I want to do a shop card shout out to Marcus at Hot Rods Model Shop. You can check out his channel on YouTube. I enjoy watching his videos and stuff. And yeah, you should check him out. And thanks Marcus for the nice words on the back of the card. And you will go into our folder of shame, folder of honor, whatever you want to call it, the folder where all everybody's shop cards live. So again, thanks for your shop card. Okay, and in case I haven't spoken to you since then, before I have Bruce, the hood scoop did finally get here after its 3-week tour of the Midwest, and it's 10 different crossings between Kansas City, Missouri and Kansas City, Kansas before going back to Indiana and back to me. They are finally here, and thank you very much for those. So that brings us to the actual main event of the video, with the update on the Wreckfest Firebird. I showed in the first video, the intro video, the rendering of the car from the video game. It's the basic version of the car without all the added armor and bars and stuff on it, but that's kind of how I want to do it. And it's not it is a Firebird, but it's got a lot of Camaro-ish stuff on it because it's a non-licensed thing. You know how they do that stuff. But anyway, let's get into it. We have the engine and chassis are built. We did just put the stock exhaust under it and stock engine. We did on the engine. We did modify it. We made a stock into our custom intake and put the last two of those free carburetors I got from Matthew Inman at Model Car Video Products that he sent when I bought the other stuff. So we found a home for those, and we made I'm sure how well they'll show because I painted them blue against the blue engine. We do have the spark plug wires on there, and yeah, we just kept kind of left it as is. The kit comes with the big blower and a high-rise mount, big blower with the carburetors and velocity stack sticking out, but that wouldn't work with the way we are going. Next up, I took some wheels and tires from a NASCAR kit that we're going to use for this one, and these are Slicks decals that I put on the tires for this car because again, the car in the video game kind of looks like it has the NASCAR style tires and wheels on it. Look at those. Oh, somebody's calling me. Be right back. We got the chassis done. This kit was missing some parts, so I had to fabricate a few, but that's not a big deal. Still got a few more to fabricate as we go, because the kit was listed as missing, as having no tires, but it was a lot more missing than the tires, but that's fine. I got it at a good price. We're not going to complain about that. We have a base primer on our interior. We used the white primer. This one that actually we used was the Mr. Hobby, Mr. Color, Mr. whatever, the Mr. Color, Everything from them is Mr. this, Mr. that, Mr. this. So we used, that's it to me, that's not the same one. Actually, having used the two, I like the Tamiya one, I think, better for the white, for the coverage. This is 2 coats in on this one, and it's still kind of, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but you can still see kind of the orange plastic showing through on it. And the same thing on the, probably really shows up on the seats. They still have the orange plastic showing through. Not counting that's where I was fixing the seams. That doesn't count, but But to me, I think there's a lot more opacity to it, so that it really covers up those colors, so that you could do a different color easier. Next up, let me adjust the camera. We have our hood done, which we added the cowl induction outlaw style hood scoop to it. The painting or the bodywork isn't perfect, but it's supposed to be a demolition derby car, so I didn't bother to make it pristine. We still got more painting to go. We've got the white primer on there, and then this is the I'm sure the camera won't pick it up, but this has got the Testers Extreme Lacquer White Lightning on it, which is basically a clear with a lot of pearl in it, so it gives you that white tint to it. So we've got that. Again, we've got our other bits and bobs. There's a console. So we got our seats, steering column. This is the front spoiler here. Parts that have been painted or have been primed anyway. And then we've got our body painted. We still have to. I've got the white lightning pearl on it. We still have to go in here on the engine compartment and back paint all of this stuff so that it's black. Yeah, that's where we're at. I'll need to probably hand paint some of those spots, like inside of the I'll help if it was in frame with it. Inside the brake duct here and whatnot, you can still see the orange inside, but I'll go in and paint some with some black paint in those and touch them up, and they'll be fine. This still has to get the crank it up here so you can see. We still have to do the red and blue stripes go over the top and down the sides of the car. So we still got to mask off and paint those. So we're still a long way on this one from being there, but we will be trudging along. And there's no time limit on this build, so we're not real worried about time. And I'm waiting for stuff to arrive for future builds, so we're kind of in a holding pattern on those anyway. So thank you for watching. If you like one of my new shop cards that are in stock, email your address to the address in the description or on the channel page if I forget to put it into the description. And with that, I want to say good morning, good evening, good night, depending where you are in the world when you watch the video, and we will see you on the next one. Bye.